everyone, welcome to another sewing tutorial on this channel. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this trendy backless bubu dress. If this is what you'd like to see, why not keep watching and let's get right into the video. If you are making the longer version of this dress, you'll need 3 to 3.5 yards of fabric and 2 yards of fabric if you want it short. And for this style, you can make use of any fabric of choice. Now, the first thing to do is fold your fabric into 4. We are cutting the front and back panels together. My fabric is open along the shoulder, so the dress will have a shoulder joining. But if you don't want yours to have a shoulder joining, just fold your fabric through the length into 2, then further fold again into 4. This way the shoulder is closed and you wouldn't need to join it. If you are working with a fabric that is 60 inches in length, after folding through the length, the width of your fold will be about 30 inches. Now, I don't want mine that wide, so I reduced the width to 23 inches. I also went ahead to indicate the shoulder line. From the center fold, I will take the neck measurements. The width I'm working with is 2.5, while the depth for the front is also 2.5. For the back depth, you have to decide how open you want it, and you can choose to use your shoulder to your waist measurement. For me, I'll be working with 14.5. And from that point, I will go in by 4 inches. Feel free to adjust that measurement to your preference. Then I will connect the points and also connect these points to the neck width. The wideness of this fold is 23 inches and this will be the measurement of the upper part. Measure how wide you want yours and mark. Then from that point, you are going to measure your sleeve opening. Mine is 12 inches. The next thing to do is to take the round measurement, and I'm going to use where the sleeve opening stop as a guide to where to measure the bust circumference. But instead of using the bust measurements here, I will use my biggest round measurement, which is the hip. But if yours happens to be the bust, go ahead and use it. I divided that into 4 and I have 10. And from that point, I will add extra inches as ease allowance. I want this dress really free, so I will add extra 11 inches as my ease allowance, making the total measurement there 21 inches. I will mark that 21 inches all the way to the hem, then connect the points. I will also reconnect these lines with a curve. For the length of my dress, I'm working with 36.5, that's with the hem allowance. Now, to your back length, you should add extra 1 to 2 inches, especially if you are working with a bigger bum. This is because when we tie the inner belt that will be added at the waist, the back is going to move up slightly. And the length will only be longer at the center, the side will be equal. We are going to trim it to be equal. This is totally optional. You can choose not to add any extra length. And this is all for the drafting. I will cut it out now. When cutting the hem, you are cutting off the extra length for the front piece. You know, we don't need the extra length at the front. And this is how you should cut the hem of the back piece. You should have something like this after cutting. For the neckline, I will first cut the front neckline, then separate the piece to cut the back neckline. This is what the back neckline looks like. And this is what the front neckline looks like. The next thing to do is start stitching, and I'll be stitching the shoulder first. So I'll place the back piece on the front piece, right side facing. Then I will go over to the sewing machine to stitch the shoulder using 1/2 inch. After joining the shoulder, the next thing to do is finish up the neckline, and I'll be using this bias tape to do that. And you can as well cut out facing for it. And after turning the neckline, I will also stitch the hem of the sleeve. I will give the hem a double fold, then stitch it down. After turning the neckline and stitching the hem of the sleeve, this is what I have, and this is what it looks like at the wrong side. The next thing to do is to attach ropes at the neck area and belt at the waist area. Now for the ropes at the neck area, you can choose to attach it first before turning the neckline so you can have a neat finishing. From the shoulder, I will measure 2 inches and mark, that is where the ropes will be attached, and I'll mark the same thing at the other side. I'm using this already stitched bias for the ropes, and you can as well cut out a long strip of your fabric and stitch. For the bias, I folded it into 2 and stitched at the side. That was how I got the rope, and the length should be as long as you want it. Now I will attach it where I already marked, then use pins to hold it in place. For the inner belt, I will attach it to the corners of this opening. So after stitching the belt and the ropes, the next thing I'll do is close the side. But before closing the side, I will attach pocket. For my pocket, I will come down from the shoulder by 16 inches, which is my shoulder to my waist measurement. And from that point, I will mark 6.5 inches, which is the pocket opening. I will notch the marked part, then set this dress aside to cut out the pocket. I already folded my fabric into 4 for the 2 pockets. The length I'm working with is 11, while the width is 7.5. From the top, I'll come down by 6.5, which is the pocket opening. Draw the shape I want it to have, then cut it out. I will attach one piece of the pocket to each side, right side facing, and use pins to hold it in place. I'll be stitching the pocket with 1/2 inch. Afterwards, I'll close the side. From this point, I will stitch with 1/2 inch and backstitch at the pocket opening. Close the pocket and continue stitching from this point to the hem. I will also stitch the hem. I will double fold the hem and stitch round. After attaching the ropes, this is what I have. For the inner belt, this is what it looks like after stitching. So you're just going to tie it to the front waist. This is the side after attaching the pocket and closing it. And this is the hem after stitching too. So guys, with this, we've come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to hit on the like button. And if you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Please do not leave without subscribing. And I'll see you in my next one.